3 points. Dominic Magnotti Jr. with the basket.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Freak. Timeout for the Bulldogs.
Timeout. Start it.
The upcoming drama performance of The Importance of Being Diligent, as performed by the wonderful students of Midtown High.
Get up. Green. Pull the trigger. Let's go, Tornado!
Three-point basket, Thomas Brothers. That's it for the third quarter, folks. After a brief break, the fourth quarter will begin. Bulldog fans, we'd like to remind you that movie night for Midtown High is this weekend. Come on out and see several student films, followed by a brief Q&A after each viewing.
Don't call that.
Mike Wong. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
We can guarantee you 3 things, freak. What does it mean?
It's time for Phenom basketball, so get on your feet. The state championship is about to get going here. Matchup tonight is the Ponce Phenoms squaring off against the Fairview Tornadoes. Grab your popcorn and let's get things going. Go Phenoms!
Yo, look, I need you to be on your best behavior tonight. This is an important game
Give my
for Freak.
phone back. Come on, yo.
Vic, I'm serious.
Cece, my dear. Now, I know how important this game is. I'm just trying to make moves, yo. Freaky, he's gonna take it all the way. He's leading this, all right? Business.
Come on, Freak, show them no mercy.
Hey,
We got this
hold up,
title.
hold
Come
up.
on.
We got this, my boy. We got this. And we taking state, man. We taking state. Hey, he taking state, though.
Vic, come on, let's get our seat.
Okay.
My man.
Vic, I'm serious.
All
Let's
right,
go.
yo, she up on me like hard right now, though.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for parts unknown, Teddy Edwards. Taking 2 shots. Assist goes.
He's yours. He's yours.
Jesse B.
Take it to the basket.
Freak.
You can't stop this. Match up. Match up. Match up. Match up.
That will do it for the first quarter. Second quarter of play will be short. Any fan attempting to run
Take it away. Take it away. Take it away.
assisted by Jesse B.
Keep on cooking. Keep on
Teddy Edwards.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
For 3.
Go!
Bishop with the basket. Assistant, Leptos Aslan. At the line for two.
freak. Like the
What are you doing?
I will be attending UConn.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Frequency vibration.
I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to cross continents. Nor if I need money. Yeah. Or when I feel lonely. Yeah. Will I ever bow down to no man? Not even if you have a car with a tank full of gas. Not even if you have a ship to cross the seas. Nor if you own a bank full of employees. Or if you lead your own church and put your soul at ease. Will I ever bow down to you? I won't bow down to no man.
I don't think you wanna get rich. You don't really want it.
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. This is Kevin Harlan along Jayhawks, taking on the UConn Huskies.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear this here with basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Kansas Jayhawks. We've got Oubre, and it's Gaines in at the 5 down low.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Well, you could pick any team in the NBA and name a Husky that played for him at some point. UConn has had a big impact on the NBA.
I mean, UConn has had a lot of NBA talent pass through their school. I mean, it speaks volumes about how well they are able to develop talent and win championships.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity. Full throttle, pedal to the metal attack. Attacking basketball, I like that. And, you know, you look at the Huskies, a big part of why they get so many future NBA guys is they recruit very well on the East Coast and around the country, for that matter. They are a premier destination school in the Northeast, and that part of the country loves its hoops. You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Jackson drops one in from the wing. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
And guys, just thinking about all the great NBA players from UConn. Ray Allen now retired, but he's the biggest name. How about Rudy Gay, Andre Drummond, Kemba Walker, Shabazz Napier? I mean, you could go on and on with the Huskies.
Some changes for Kansas. Dedmon's checked in, and Daniels subbed in for Duncan. Jennings dishes to Jackson. Shoots from the baseline. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Shots good by Dedmon.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Jennings kicks to Jackson. Jennings passes to Sims. UConn moving that ball around. Out to the right wing. Here's Joseph. The three-pointer is right on target. Joseph's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here is Calderon. There's the pick. Frazier outside. He kicks it to Dedmon. Outside Williams. Now the feed to Frazier. Huskies with the rebound.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Williams, and it's Calderon in at the small forward. Daniels with it, guarded now by Jackson. Now Williams. Pass to Dedmon. On the wing, Daniels. He feeds it to Williams.
Clock at 6. Calderon has the open look. And the 3 off target. UConn with the ball. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Can't cash in from the high post.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And that one's good.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak. And he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Here's Frazier. Some solid defense from Reed. It's Jennings with the drive. This is to Reed. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Frazier. Kansas trails by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Huskies on offense. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. Williams dishes to Daniels. Here's Frazier using his post move to get the 2 points. The Huskies leading by 3. Reed the pass to Jennings. Back to Reed. The tray. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. From about 19 feet. And, oh, he hits the buzzer beater. And so it's a close game as we wrap up. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And, guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Jackson, he's in at shooting guard, and it's Day in at the point. And for Kansas, they've got Duncan, and it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for the Huskies, Jackson in at shooting guard, and it's Joseph in at the 3 spot.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they've found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program and all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
The Huskies leading by 8. Feeds it to Martin. The dish to Jackson. Stolen by Terry. And here we go. The Jayhawks with a pass break. Oubre, good.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out and transition.
The Huskies have won the college championship, Greg, in a number of ways, both as a favorite and as an underdog.
Yeah, I mean, they won as high as the 1 seed back in '99, and then how about in 2014? They were a 7 seed that went all the way to win and cut down those nets. So they have rightly earned every ounce of fear and respect opponents have for them come tournament time.
Day kicks to Joseph. Day dishes to Jackson. Day the pass to Jackson. Hits the front of the rim and out. Kansas trails by 8. And the pass to Gaines. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Both teams decided. Here is Day.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Oubre, and it's Duncan in at the shooting guard position.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Oubre can't get it to go. The Huskies on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Jackson, and the Huskies hit again from deep.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Here's the three. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Oubre kicks to Terry. Here's Haynes, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Huskies?
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Now here's Joseph. Martin with the screen for Joseph. High post shot. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. And UConn leads by 9.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And the Huskies going with the hole. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second half. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so it's UConn. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the UConn Huskies facing Villanova.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now the starting group for the UConn Huskies. Jackson in a two-guard. And it's Splitter in at the 5.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Villanova shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Well, for Villanova, they've had a lot of their graduates make waves in the NBA. You can find a Wildcat playing professional ball everywhere, it seems.
Yeah, some of the current Wildcats in the NBA. Kyle Lowry's had a terrific career thus far. Randy Ford are the big names. Dante Cunningham's another guy who's had an impact.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And it's Martin missing.
You know, with Foy and Lowry, as you mentioned, I mean, they played together at the same time for Villanova. It was one of the best backcourts they've ever had.
And Villanova going with a whole new group out there. Here is Gaines. He's guarded by Jennings. Gaines the pass to Moore. Gaines dishes to Clarkson. Here's Foster. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that Villanova team with Foy and Lowry was great. The grit and toughness that they both still play with in the NBA today, born at Villanova. And in general, the Wildcat players are some of the toughest mentally around. And this is not the start Freak wanted. And his poor play is affecting everybody on the team. They just do not look good.
Yeah, you know, Greg, as the captain goes, so
it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Villanova. They've picked up 11 straight. On the floor for UConn. Jackson in at shooting guard. And it's Martin in at the power forward position. Day kicks to Splitter. Here's Jackson. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now Beal. Outside Bryant. Takes the 13-footer. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Bryant's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The Huskies making a switch here. Posey's checked in. He dishes it to Splitter. Drains it from beyond the arc. Splitter's got 6.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
Jackson misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And there's really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
They've got Miller. Cooper is out there with Bryant. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. And for the Huskies, Jackson. He's in at shooting guard. And it's Martin in at the power forward. And out of bounds as the Huskies gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Launches a 3. And the Huskies hit again from deep.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Miller outside. The pass to Beal. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Beal with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Here's Ilgauskas. Huskies with the rebound.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now. There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Jackson. Off the left rim and out. Villanova trails by 5. On the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Villanova shooting their second. The Huskies on offense. We've got Foster. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4-man position. Jackson misses. Jackson's gone 4 of 11 tonight. Now here's Beal. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Here's the screen. Beal can't get it to go. Beal's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the 4 tonight. Joseph, the pass to Splitter. Day kicks to Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. Goes back up and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And UConn leads by 4. Pass to Cooper. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. UConn with the ball. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Splitter kicks to Jackson. Launches it. The shot is off. Villanova goes the other way with it. Miller with the ball. Picked up by Joseph. Out to the right wing. Foster dishes to Beal. Offensive rebound. It's good. And the Husky lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Cooper.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Here's Beal. 1:09 left to play in the second half. Bryant is checked in for Foster.
Kyle Bryant.
.107 left in the second half. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Beal, the pass to Cooper.
That's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
The drive by Jackson. Here's Martin. No good. Nice D from Bryant.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
44 seconds left to play here in the second half. Miller kicks to Beal. Right wing. Cooper the pass to Ilgauskas. The kick out to Bryant. On the wing, Bryant. Back to Miller. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Bryant up top, guarded by Jackson. Here's Beal to take the lead. And so it's UConn with the win.
So you I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay from good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the UCLA Bruins taking on the UConn Huskies.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
Now look at UCLA's starting lineup. We've got Looney. Fresh is out there with Free. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot. Outside for Jackson. And there's the pass to Day. Here's Joseph. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Fresh can't get it to go. On defense, the Bruins. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's UCLA.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
Day dishes to Jackson. The 3. You know what? The Bruins go the other way with it. That's good. Joseph's got 5 now.
How about the person? It's there, the extra effort on that offensive glass.
Campbell, the pass to Free. Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. Fresh. The legendary John Wooden was the coach at UCLA from 1948 until 1975, and Greg, he built his program from obscurity into one of the most storied programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fantastic coach, arguably the best of all time, and even a better person by all accounts. I mean, there's a reason why such great awards carry his namesake, and he coached a lot of the greats in terms of our game.
And some changes here for the Bruins. So on the floor for UCLA. Free out there with Fresh. Then there's Campbell. And it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract. Any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for him during the run. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Huskies leading by 4. Day gets the screen from Jackson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
The shot by Looney, no good.
Boy, that's a tough one. But he did all he could there, using the leaner to get the shot off.
Joseph. They get it back. Passes to Day. Jackson kicks to Day. Puts up a 3. Campbell grabs the board. Here's Free. Soft touch off the glass.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Day dishes to Jackson. Again, the miss by the Huskies. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Huskies on top. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunity.
On the floor for UConn. Jackson in at 2 guard, and it's Splitter in at the center position. Day kicks to Joseph. From beyond the arc, no luck. Joseph's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. And the Bruins tack on 2 more.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
UConn with the ball. Jackson kicks to Day. UConn moving that ball around. Splitter passes to Jackson. Jackson missing again. Jackson's gone just 3 of 10 shooting from the field. To the wing right side. Pass to Fresh. Here's Free. Pass to Campbell. Here's the 3. And Jackson with the block. Joseph dishes to Jackson. First trip to the line for him here.
So far in this one for Jackson, he's got 8 points and 2 rejections.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
To the middle. And there's Porter on the assist by Morris.
Assist from
Porter's got his first bucket of the night.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
He feeds it to Starks. Johnson the screen. Stripped away. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. Huskies going with a whole new group out there. Thomas checked in for UCLA. Barton comes in for Starks. So on the floor for UCLA. Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then it's Porter. And it's Morris in at the 3. Stolen by Jackson.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And that one misses. And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Thomas. Looney comes in for Johnson. Campbell is checked in for Morris. And Freeze subbed in for Porter.
His one miss there could be important. There's a big difference, a huge difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
Jackson misses.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Kicks it to Roberts. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Free. And another miss by UCLA. Jackson kicks to Day. Fast break UCLA. Now the pass to Free. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
Fresh is checked in for Bart. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Jackson passes the splitter. Back to Jackson. He nails it. And we're tied up.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Here's Free. Off target from three-point range. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time, Kevin, for the stars to shine.
Day dishes to Jackson. Here's Free. He's off from 3. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we've got more college basketball in store as we get ready now. Teams changing it up here. Jackson with it.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. But pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And the Bruins go here with a whole new group out there. Shot clock at 6. Here's Roberts, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Here's Free, and an intentional foul right there. And no good this time on the 1-and-1.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
So it's used. COA picking up the win. Clark, a double overtime game can really take it to